When you start using Excel, you're likely to see a screen something like this. And if you choose blank workbook, you'll have a blank workbook. It's likely to have a name like book 1, sometimes book 2, book 3, if you create other workbooks later. Now, I'm going to put in a minimum amount of data here. I'll type in sales right here, then expenses, and then profits. And right here, I'll put in January and drag that off to the right. I'll get to the numbers later, and I'll zoom in, that slider bar in the lower right-hand corner, drag that to the right. Now, periodically when you work with Excel, you need to save your work. If there's a power failure right now, or if I accidentally turn off the computer, I've got to do this all over again. And what if I had filled in a lot of numbers here and formulas? What if it's a lot bigger and I haven't saved? When it comes time to save though, you go to the File tab. There are two commands. Which one should we use, save or save as? If there's any doubt whatsoever about which command to use, always use save as. I'll use it here, but when you're saving a file for the first time, it makes no difference which one because they both take you to the same location. When we go to save as, your screen might look something like this. Again, there could be some differences here. I'm going to click browse. One of the three things that we are concerned with when we save a file is where are we saving it? Is it on a flash drive? Is it on a hard drive? Is it on a network somewhere? Some of the previous choices out here could have led us down some of those paths. But if there's any question whatsoever about where we're trying to save it, or what the name of the file is going to be, or what the format of the file is going to be, that's when we want to use File Save As. And again, the first time you use File Save on a file that has not been saved at all, you're led here anyway. We need to give it a name. Book 1 isn't very descriptive. The name can have up to 255 characters. Stay away from most of the special characters. Dash and underline certainly work, but not slash and asterisk and most of those. So we give it an appropriate name. Maybe I'll call this sales report. And you can have spaces in the name as well too. Rarely, but occasionally, you might need to save this in a different format. I click the drop arrow to the right of where we see Excel workbook. Now, there could be situations where you need to save your file in a format readable by someone who has an older version of Excel, or you've got some kind of a Macintosh need here, or something that meets one of these other needs. We don't. And for most people, that's never a concern. Where we want to save it, again, screens will look different, but it might go into this folder or that folder, and you can scroll up and down and see various locations as to where you might want to save the file. We've given it a name, we click Save, and that name appears at the top of the screen. Well, imagine we put in some more numbers. I'm not going to do any more typing here, but we've done some more of this, and we need to save. What we really mean most of the time after saving a file for the first time is simply update. We don't see that term in the menu, but we can go to File, Save, and simply do that. Automatically, this is updated. Even better and slightly faster is the icon on the left side of the Quick Access toolbar, Save. Notice it has a keystroke shortcut, Control-S. If you've got lots of data on your screen and you click that, there's a slight pause, and you'll see an indicator at the bottom of the screen, and then the file is saved. So most of the time, after saving a file for the first time, we're not trying to change its location or its name. We use File Save. But anytime we need any of those other three changes, either to the location or the name of the file or the file type, we use File Save As.